Right? Castaways, welcome once again to Tribal Council. We just had an epic immunity challenge, path to success, where one of you, or only one of you, came out successful. And that was Hugo. Hugo.
Hello.
How does it feel?
I almost had a heart attack. I did laps around my house to walk it off. But it's nice now. Actually, I think my heart rate's still through the roof right now.
We actually really did hear it pounding the whole time you had the cup on. Did you think that you can hold that cup in your head? Because when you were like practicing at the start, you're like, I can't do this.
The last challenge where it's like the hell challenge, and when you had to put it on your fingers, I couldn't do that for a second. So when I saw the challenge, like bounce the ball on the cup on top of your head, I'm like, this is where I throw the challenge. It's where I throw the challenge. I'm gonna lose it. And then,
how does it feel being safe? Like, think back to everything that you've been through in this game, the ups, the downs. How does it feel to finally win that necklace and be safe at Tribal?
It feels really good. Immunity is the only guaranteed thing in this game. You have the necklace, the metaphorical necklace around my neck. Then it's like, it's the only guaranteed safety. So it feels really good. So this temporary safety, I'm gonna enjoy it while it lasts. But like I said, it feels really good.
Thank you, Hugo. Also, Castaways, a blackout power has been played for this Tribal Council. It blacks out any power in the game from being played tonight. So if you were looking to play a power tonight, it's not going to happen. Congratulations on immunity, Hugo. Blackout power not affecting you one bit. Congrats again, and I'll see you in the next episode. Lexi.
Hi.
Let's rewind a little bit back to the last Tribal Council. What the heck happened?
Oh, right, that one. Yeah, I used a few powers, you know. I just had lying about.
Why?
I feel like I didn't like the corner I was pushed into, just a little bit.
So you felt pushed into a corner by who or from who?
I mean, Alan did use the power, so I mean, it was a neat power. I wish I could have had that power, obviously, but
Got it. So this playing of the soul sacrifice, you felt pushed into a corner, and thus you played your idols as a response to that.
Yeah.
Are you proud? Or do you feel lucky? Well, obviously how it played out. Are you happy you saved those idols until then?
Yeah, like obviously I wasn't happy that I had to use them, but you know, they came in handy.
Now, I understand you playing an idol on yourself. What went into the decision to play one on Jabbar?
I think we were just vibing that round.
So you wanted to go further into the game with him. Is that accurate? Yeah. Now let's fast forward to the challenge and tonight. You are vulnerable. A blackout has been played. So even if you did have another idol in your pocket, you wouldn't be able to play it. So what have you done to make sure that it is not you?
Hopefully enough. All I can say is don't vote for us. That's my logic.
We have the most jury members present currently than in Tribal Council past. Does looking at these faces impact your game at all?
I mean, yes and no. Like, obviously, you've got to make sure they actually, like, so if I get to the final, you've obviously got to make sure you have people on there that like you. Otherwise, they're not gonna vote for you out of like bitterness. I mean, but hopefully I've done enough game-wise, I mean, hopefully I've done enough to make them think, like, I'm gonna vote for Lexi to win. I don't know. That's all I can say. Hope I've done enough.
Best of luck in tonight's vote, Lexi. Erica, sort of the same question to you. Looking at Katie's face, looking at Josh's face, looking at Aisha's face, does it play a role in where you go tonight and where you go from here in the game?
I mean, I always assume that the jury members are going to watch tribal council, whether they are present or not. So I think I keep them in mind from round to round. I wouldn't say it changes my plan for tonight. I think I'm going to still go along with what I was planning to do, sticking to my guns on this one, Sandy. But it is nice to see their faces. It gets lonely here at Tribal Council as the numbers get smaller.
Speaking of numbers being small, do you feel vulnerable tonight?
Heck yes, I do. I was really hoping for that immunity win, but hats off to Hugo because that was a toughie.
Have you heard your name going around as a target, or are you just nervous because there's not many options?
I mean, I don't know, Sandy, because there are only a few people voting now, so I haven't heard much, but it doesn't really like matter what I've heard if people aren't being honest with me, and I don't think I would hear my name going around if my name were going around, so I feel super nervous.
Has anybody in this group not been honest with you in the past that makes you worry about honesty?
I mean, sure, I've been on the wrong side of the numbers a couple of times, like, unbeknownst to myself, it wasn't a strategy to be on the minority vote when I was. And that's never fun, but I think you just have to move forward sometimes and just like forgive and forget and move on and just let it be water under the bridge and just hope for the best.
Forgive and forget. That was one of the passwords tonight.
Are you fucking? I did not get that far. That's insane. Yeah. Which one?
Was the Rebus puzzle.
It was. Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Best of luck tonight, Erica.
Thanks, man.
Alan.
Hey, Sandy.
How are you, my friend?
Doing okay. How are you?
Pretty good. So Lexi said earlier she felt cornered last tribal council when you played the soul sacrifice. You sacrificed souls and you saved some souls. Take me back to that decision and what went into making it. Like, why did you choose to play it that night?
You know, I felt really vulnerable where I was. I felt as though a lot of people were coming to me with names being said, with my name being thrown out there, and I made a choice in that moment, and I sacrificed 3 people and saving 3 people, and we went to rocks. The dominoes fell, and we're all here right now. And unfortunately, Katie's out with the purple rock. But it was just, I felt really vulnerable. And when you don't feel safe in this game, you want to make sure that you can do something to save yourself.
Any regrets about how it played out, or saving it till there was only 3 vulnerable people?
Yeah, I think hindsight's 20/20. Had I known that, everyone and their mother had an idol, I probably, would have played it a lot differently. So it was definitely crazy seeing everyone safe and seeing how upset you were, Sandy, that everyone had safety. You already had those cups ready to go. It's like you knew it was coming, man. You were like, oh, here we go. All these cups are ready to go.
iSurvivor always has contingencies planned. We are always ready for the wildest case scenario.
Right. And that, of course, was the wildest case scenario. I didn't even see that coming at all.
So, the only real idol that we've seen play before that tribal council was Sophie's resurrection idol. No, you didn't have an inkling that, this game is pretty idol-less right now. There has to be idols, creeping in somebody's pocket.
Right. You kind of think everyone has an idol. That's your mentality, is that everyone is safe, everyone has an idol. But in my head, I figured either these people aren't saying anything, which is exactly what's happening. No one has been saying anything. Or, they've all been voted out of the game, which I thought was happening. I thought Shay had an idol. I thought Laurel had an idol. I thought a ton of people had idols. So it's nuts. And to think that there were so many that far into the game at Final 7 is just was nuts and fun. That was fun.
Those were Shay. Shay did leave with that Vita idol. And Laurel did leave with that Morte idol. They were their idols coming back.
There we go, right? So we got
a surprise appearance. Sophie.
Yes, sir.
You had the most vocal reaction from last Tribal Council. Take me back to what was going through your mind when you were picking the cups, and then after when Katie was rocked out.
I mean, I thought it was fucked up, Sandy. I mean, nobody wants to go that way. Like, if I had gone that way, I would have been really pissed.
Is there there's not a little morsel of like, well, at least these motherfuckers didn't vote me out. Like, I'm at least they didn't get the best of me in that sense.
I guess, yes. But it just, I don't know. That was really stressful. I mean, it was just stressful, and I just feel for Katie.
After all that is said and done, how has that Tribal Council impacted tonight and your game?
I don't know if it did. I mean, the only way I could think that it would is if it's like, oh my gosh, this person had an idol. They were so sneaky, like, go after them, but literally everyone had one. So it's an affected two edge.
What are you basing your vote on tonight? Final 6.
We'll go with the age old answer of trust, Sandy.
I just wanted to hear you say it one more time. Best of luck tonight, so.
Thank you.
Okay, I have the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the Tribal Council area immediately. You will officially be the 7th member of the jury. First vote. Jabbar. Alan. That's 1 vote for Jabbar, 1 vote for Alan. Alan. That is 2 votes for Alan, 1 vote for Jabbar. Jabbar. That is 2 votes Jabbar, 2 votes Alan. We have 1 vote left. The 11th person voted out of iSurvivor Poveglia. Alan. 3 votes tonight is enough, Alan. Fortunately, you need to bring me your torch. The tribe has spoken.
In the words of the Lost Boy from the end of Hook, that was a great game. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much.
Alan, it has been a pleasure through and through. Thank you for randomly messaging me, showing interest. I feel like you were one of my recruits, like, Tony and Rocky, like, they're really good at their job. So like when a fish bites and I'm able to catch it, I take it very pridefully. So thank you so much for being one of my recruits. You've slayed this game. I cannot wait to see you as a juror, and you will get all the praise from us in your exit interview.
Thanks.
You want to do that later. Alan, it's been a pleasure. You are off to the jury. You will have a say on which 5 of these individuals win this game.
Love it. Love it.
Jury.
Guys, no hard feelings. I love you all. Great game and great move. Great move. I'll see you at the end. I'll see you on finale night. I love you all. Great game.
Speaking of finale night, for everybody here and everybody watching, finale night is next Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. This is the final week of the game. Hope to see everybody there. Jury, thank you for attending this evening. You will have a visitor in Alan very shortly. You guys probably have a lot to talk about. Thank you so much. Final five, Jabbar, Lexi, Sophie, Hugo, Erica. Look around. One of the 4 people next to you or yourself. One of you is the winner of this game and you just don't know it yet. See you at the next challenge.
Congrats, y'all.